All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is your introduction to the integumentary system. These are your integumentary system notes. The integumentary system is technically the biggest organ. It is oftentimes the most forgotten, but it is the largest. It's made up of your skin, your hair, your nails, sweat glands, and sebaceous glands. Those are oil glands. Remember, if at any point in time these notes are going too fast, you can always just pause. Don't feel like you have to speed through. Your integumentary system can actually be used as a diagnostic indicator for deeper problems in other systems. Examples of that include if your skin is yellow, that is called jaundice, and it can usually indicate an issue with your liver. Blue skin or cyanosis can indicate heart failure, poor circulation, or body temperature issues like hypothermia. So your skin and your integumentary system can be used to diagnose issues with other systems. It's made up of 3 layers: the epidermis, the dermis, and the hypodermis. It makes up between 12 and 15% of your body weight, so a significant amount. And it has a surface area between 1 and 2 square meters. Obviously, depending upon the size of the individual will dictate the surface area of their skin. Shaq has decidedly more skin than I do, so his surface area is greater than mine. And it only takes 4 to 6 weeks to completely replace your epidermis. So you basically have a brand new set of skin every month to month and a half. UV rays from the sun can damage your skin cells, the DNA specifically inside of them, and that causes skin cancer. It is why we produce melanin. The darker your skin, the more protected you are from the sun's UV rays. Skin has 6 major functions. Function number 1 is to maintain internal temperature by sweating or shivering. Sweating releases heat. In case your body is getting too hot, shivering creates more heat so that your body can warm up. Next up is it excretes excess fluids and waste. A lot of your, especially nitrogenous wastes, you pee out, but what you do not pee out, you can also sweat out to get some of those wastes out. Your skin relays pressure, pain, heat, and cold sensations to your brain as a form of self-preservation. If something is painful or hot or too cold, you need to know that you should not continue to engage in this activity that is causing you pain or heat or getting too cold. You produce and secrete melanin and vitamin D. Melanin, again, is that natural sunscreen that protects you from UV rays so that you don't get damage to your skin and potentially cancerous cells. Vitamin D is used to absorb calcium. So you can take all the calcium in the world. If your skin was not producing vitamin D, you wouldn't be absorbing it and banking it in your bones. Number 5, it protects your body from infection. It is your first line of defense in your immune system. Prevents you from just bacteria that you get exposed to from having a free-for-all inside your body. And it maintains fluid balance. It either releases via sweat or keeps in fluid so that you don't overhydrate or dehydrate. So your epidermis, the first layer, it's the only layer you should see. If you can see other layers, you've had an accident. It provides protection for your dermis, which is where most of the blood vessels and sweat glands and sebaceous glands and nerves actually exist. The 4 cells of the epidermis are melanocytes, and they produce melanin, which influences skin color, hair color, eye color, protects you, again, from UV light. Keratinocytes. Keratinocytes create they are the building blocks for keratin, which is your tough protective protein. The bulk of your epidermis is made of keratinocytes to produce all the keratin necessary to produce the outer layer of your epidermis. Merkel cells that function in touch, and Langerhans cells or dendritic cells that function in immunity. They're the first line of adaptive immunity that will find a bacteria or virus or parasite of some kind and eat it and present that to other cells so that they'll recognize it faster each time and kill it faster each time. And what is a skin doctor called? A skin doctor is a dermatologist. This prefix derm, epidermis, means upper dermis. So your upper skin or outer skin. The epidermis is avascular, which means it doesn't get blood flow. It gets whatever nutrients filter up from the dermis. Your top layers of epidermis don't get any nutrients at all, and they are dead. Epidermal cells basically starve or suffocate to death from lack of nutrients and oxygen. And then they just form a tough outer layer of dead cells. Your dermis is your center layer of skin. And your dermis is made of two layers, your papillary, which is superficial, and your reticular, which is deep. It contains sweat glands, which secrete nitrogen-containing waste. Sweat glands are what make you smell, especially the apocrine glands. So you have about 3 million eccrine glands, and they produce just the typical sweat that creates that salty sort of smell or flavor. And you have about 2,000 apocrine glands. And the apocrine glands are concentrated in your armpits and your groin, and they really start to produce more around puberty, and they produce a certain type of sweat that bacteria better feeds on, and so that is why your armpits are typically smelly, because those apocrine glands are feeding the bacteria that lives on your skin, and that bacteria is growing in excess. Sebaceous or oil glands are used to lubricate skin and hair. They're why you get zits when sebaceous glands back up. That is acne. And cutaneous sensory receptors, you sense stimuli and send messages to your brain via these cutaneous sensory receptors. These are actually a part of your nervous system. They just happen to be embedded in your skin. And then blood vessels supply blood to the skin to prevent heat loss. These blood vessels will constrict and send blood to the vital organs. So they normally provide blood flow to the skin. If you are getting really cold and hypothermic, those blood vessels will constrict to prevent heat loss, and they will send that blood to your vital organs rather than to your skin. So those constricted blood vessels will still supply enough blood to your skin for it to survive, but will tighten up and reroute blood to your vital organs to keep you alive. And then the subcutis or hypodermis, hypo means lower or under, so it's under the dermis, is made almost entirely of adipose tissue. Adipose tissue is fat, and it provides insulation to prevent heat loss or overheating, and it provides a layer of protection. Those are the notes. Come in if you have any questions. Good luck studying for the quiz.